Hello
message you'd like to
everyone.
give?
Yeah, I just want to tell them thank you. It's been a while that I've been live, so thank you so much for joining in our conversation,
Yes. Yeah.
and now they'll get to know me better.
Yes, guys, send me hearts so that we know that you guys are around and
I can see all the
sending all your
hearts.
love. Yeah. One thing I have always noticed, you have done a lot of your work which is against the flow. Like you did Nagin, a time when there was nothing about fantasy shows on television. You did Left Right Left when these army shows were not like a trend kind of a thing. So did you ever think that it was a risk that you were taking at such peak of your careers?
Left, right, left, no, because left, right, left. I mean, I got the show, so I did it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
I
of
was
course.
not, I was not, I was not choosing left, right, left. Left, right, left
अच्छा.
happened to me, and I was just lucky to be a part of that amazing show. And हम नए थे यार हमारे लिए. But yes, I at that time I had one choice that I wanted to do a show which is youth based. So that was one thing that I was very sure of कि मुझे वो सास बहू ड्रामा नहीं करना है, मुझे youth show करना है. So I was very clear in my head about one thing. So I did that, and it really kind of
clicked,
clicked in terms of even while shooting it, the experience of playing a military cadet and all those drills, and we used to like be there on set at 6:30 in the morning till 8 in the night. Then that time there was no 12-hour rule, so जब तक shoot कराते थे हम करते रहते थे, and we would just. And when we got the result of the show and we realized it was doing really well on it was Sub TV. And that time Sub TV was in comedy, and it was not like on a Star Plus or a Colors or that way. Us time, but still it did so well, and we were very happy that that was the result.
Right. And then Nagin happened, of course.
And then Nagin, I was very skeptical initially because I was like, Nagin है तो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, I said मैं कोई सपेरा नहीं बनने वाला. Like, no, it's not like that, because you don't know the story. You just heard the name for the first time, and then I was like, okay, tell me the story, and then they explained the story to me, and then I realized that this is something which has never been there on TV as such for a long time. And of course, there was a risk for everybody, being a part of that show. But we did it with a lot of conviction, and we were one happy set. And it was a beautiful love story between me and the Nagin. And people absolutely gave us so much love, and it broke all TRP records, and every week it was just better and better. So yes, I was very fortunate, and I'll like to thank Ekta all my life for Ekta ma'am for giving me that show and believing in me, because just before that I was doing Meri Aashiki Tumse Hi, and from there she took me and she put me in Nagin, and then life changed suddenly. My son was just born during that time, so I think everything started falling in place. He was my lucky charm.
Wow! But today, would you like to play Sapera if that show is remade?
Not the Sapera for sure.
But then this show became, like, I think, as you said, one of the most successful. Today it's a franchise on television, and then you being. Yes. But then still there is a part of the audience which is critical about such shows. So how do you take when such kind of feedback comes your way? Has there ever been that?
When my season came, I think there was a lot of love more than. Initially, before the show came, there was like, why is TV so regressive, and why all are making Nagin, and these kind of questions. But once it was out there and people gave their response, it was like, oh wow, you're a part of Nagin, you've done Nagin. Suddenly, the narratives changed, completely. And for me, I was, and we're telling people that it's a fantasy fiction. We didn't tell people that it's reality, that
Yes.
you can really point fingers at it. I mean, come on, there is no Iron Man and Superman. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
fantasy. Yeah. So yeah,
Right.
you're telling people that this is what we're offering, and people who want to watch it, come watch it. You know, and they will
Right.
entertain, and that's what really matters. You know, when people are getting
Absolutely.
entertained.
Absolutely. Guys, you can drop in your questions because after our chat, we'll pick some questions. I'm keeping a tab of everything you guys are writing. So, yeah. So, and then there were some, to try your hand at other things. You did hosting, then you did music videos as well. If I come to the music video part, because we recently had one coming out, and congratulations. It
Yeah, I
got
think
so much
I
of
started.
love.
I did my first music video which I did was Kendi Ha Kendi Na, before anybody had done a music video with Prakriti and
Yeah.
Sukriti. And
Yeah.
that time I think it had just started, like, you know, I think I was one of the first people to do like a music video that time. Yeah, so
Right.
and then now it's like, oh my god, I mean, every day there are like 2-3 videos releasing, and a lot
Right.
of actors now are doing music videos. So great. I think these are beautiful songs, and as long as you stay connected with people, and
Right.
there are dance numbers, there are romantic numbers, there are sad numbers coming out, and they're really, some songs are really good. So I think
Right.
music industry is such a beautiful industry. There's such talented singers we have, newcomers, as well as, you know, now a lot of people who have just recently made it very big. So I'm very happy,
Right.
generally, for the whole music industry in terms of the way they've started bringing in actors together, and, you know, creating these wonderful videos.
But what is that part about your craft that comes out creatively in doing such kind of videos? Would you like to do a hardcore dance video?
No, I like, most of my videos have been very story driven. Okay, so there's a story to
right.
it. So I like that performance angle in a music video. It's not only like, oh, you're standing on a beach and just looking good, and you know, I mean, that way anybody can, you know, just look good. It's nicer when you have to. There's a story to it, and you have to perform, and, you know. It's just better. I mean, I would like to see a music video like that, rather than, of course, dance videos are also great. I have no qualms in doing a dance video as well. I think that would be something different that I'll do. But what I prefer doing is like story driven.
अच्छा, there's romantic times and थोड़ा सा
थोड़ा emotion होता है तो अच्छा लगता है.
Wow. और I mean, अभी का जो latest video है with Ada, I think this is good, doing so well, and it's again personal feedback. It's beautifully picturized, and personally I really like. Guys, if you guys not checked out, please check it out. Again, if I go to your again, like if I come to the hosting part of your thing, I think कुछ बचा भी है. I'm talking hosting हो गया, music video हो गया, नागिन हो गया.
ऐसे मत बोलो यार, करियर में बहुत कुछ करना है यार. आप तो खत्म ही कर दोगी.
नहीं, अभी आएंगे. अभी there is a lot I'm going to ask you about कि ये कब होने वाला है. So anyway, so when you are hosting, of course, कैसा है like an actor to host and then keeping it real, because you people are used to playing characters on screen. So is it like how challenging it becomes to keep your real self intact, like following a script, or how impromptu do you prefer getting on stage?
I think hosting is more about your personality, how you are. Of course, there is some part of it is a little bit of script is also, but it's also, you know, hosting is not an easy thing. It just seems like, oh, it's so easy, but it's not easy to have that kind of energy for 12 hours at a stretch. You know, having that, you know, the kind of, you know, impromptu, you know, the mindset you need while you're hosting. You cannot, you may have whatever personally going on, but you have to be live and really live, alive on stage, you know, when you're there. Of course, sense of humor plays a very important role जब आप stage पर होते हो, and how you interact and how you carry the show on your shoulders. That's what the job of a host is. And you know, for me, interacting with people, having fun comes naturally. So I absolutely enjoyed you know, the hosting part of it. और मुझे मजा आता है hosting करने में, and I do it with and you know, anybody who knows me, knows that when I'm hosting, I'm just having fun, and it's me, it's me right there. I'm not acting there, and I'm not.
Right.
I'm just. Sometimes I say whatever comes to my mind. Most of it gets edited though, but yeah. Sometimes it tends to, the wrong things tend to slip from your mouth. But it's okay. We have a habit. Luckily, it's not a live show, so it's fine.
तो क्या any memory that you have कोई कुछ stage पे हुआ हो that you can just quickly
कभी कुछ ऐसे मस्ती में कुछ ऐसा निकल जाता है जो उसकी डबल मीनिंग का मतलब तो थोड़ा ज्यादा
अच्छा
घर के लोगों के लिए मतलब ऑडियंस के लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ वैसे वो हो जाता है नेचुरली जस्ट लाइक जस्ट कम्स आउट समटाइम सबसे ही होता है वो
right
and then everyone's laughing there but they're like Arjun we have to edit this
right अभी let's address the elephant in the room इतने fan questions मेरे पास आए हैं are you doing खतरों के खिलाड़ी
Yes, I have said yes to it, and I will be doing Khatron Ke Khiladi. It's going to be one tough thing, but I'm really be there connecting again with my audience, and they've been wanting me to do Khatron Ke Khiladi for a long time. But because of other work commitments, this thing never fell in place in terms of the dates, and because you have to travel for a month outside, and that was always the case. Then COVID happened.
Right.
So yes, this year I'll be a part of the show. I'm really excited to be a part of the show, and I'm gonna go there with with an intention to win, obviously. मैं घूमने नहीं जा रहा. I want to go there and do every stunt with whatever I have in me. And at that particular day, it all depends on how you perform that. At that very moment, because adrenaline is like kicking in, and your matlab it's not easy.
I know.
So many of my friends have done it, and they all have one thing to say, boss, it's an experience one must have, and you need to be really physically fit. More than physically, I think you need to be mentally fit for anything. And so yes, I rather go. I might go a little less physically fit, but I'll definitely go mentally fit.
Wow, I think it's actually about the mental strength more than the physical strength. Yeah. Guys, yay! Doing Khatron Ke Khiladi. All of you, I'm being a part of the gang right now, the fan gang. Yay! Wow, wonderful. But then still, I'm sure there will be some kind of physical training. कुछ घर पे start कर दिया है अभी से करना?
नहीं हाँ मैं मतलब वो तो वैसे ही I go to the gym and everything. Yes, I'll obviously be doing some kind of physical training as well. And I think I'm sure every guy or every girl who's going to be a part of the show, they're definitely going to physically train and train to do their best, and and one must, and yes, so let's see what happens.
Would you ever like to do a dance show like as a participant this time?
I've already done one Jhalak. I've already done Jhalak. So
I think you should do one with your wife.
Against. You mean I know what you're talking about?
I mean, why not? Come on, you guys make such a cute pair. So...
Yeah, maybe next year I'll do that for sure.
हाँ, wow, चलो एक और hint आया है guys, so watch out on that note as well. How about Big Boss? Would you like to ever do a show like a Big Boss?
I've not yet done Big Boss, so I don't know whether I'm the right candidate for Big Boss or no. But you never know, in the future. I don't know. I might do it, I might not do it. I don't know. It just depends on how it's not easy to be in that house. I don't know if I can stay away from family for 4 months and away from Mayan, and so that's the only aspect. Otherwise, it's entertaining for people. People love watching the show. People become really popular after they're out of the show. So yeah, it's great for people who are doing it. And I don't know if I'll be doing it or no as of now. But I think अगर करूँगा तो definitely वो भी करूँगा तो जीतने के लिए करूँगा, ऐसे जाने के लिए.
Right. अभी कुछ otherwise you signed on any show or anything happening on the fiction front?
Yes, fiction also. I've been again done a lot of meetings, meeting people right now. For some time, I obviously stayed away because that requires continuous commitment in terms of COVID. I didn't want to because you see everybody who's been shooting has been getting COVID, and I live with my mom, and mom lives with me most of the time. So I'm kind of, she's 70 plus, and I'm really really worried about her. So that is something I just kind of refrain from for some time. But I think I think once Khatro is done, then maybe I'll sign something.
Right. We saw your lockdown diaries, everything that you've been posting, making breakfast, doing all sorts of videos at home. Which skill?
Man,
which skill did you brush? Which skill did you brush at home?
I think cooking. कई बार I used to forget, मैं नमक डालना भूल जाता था. But I've managed cooking, and because that time one of my helps, he was supposed to come back. He had gone to his village and he was supposed to come back, and then the lockdown happened, so everything was shut, so he couldn't come back only. So the person who was left within the house was not a cook. So then, so obviously Neha was cooking, and we were doing our stuff and everything. But then I decided that I had done a show called Kitchen Champion on Colors only, so I knew a little bit of cooking because of that show. So I started, and it was, and you whole day at home, so it was a good thing, just to cook together. I think very therapeutic also in terms of your relationship with your partner. It's a great thing to do and help her. So I did all of that, whatever was necessary. And I think we all did. It's not like I did something special. I mean, it's okay if you work in your own house and you help your wife. I mean, it's just fine.
Right. So I have loads of questions for your fans, which I've pick the best ones. So I will just try and put it across to you because this is all coming from fans. So this user called Arjun Forever.
Okay.
They are asking, when do we see you reuniting with Moni, Alisha, and Sonarika? Or would you like to reunite with them? Or
I don't know. I mean, see, these are things that I mean, yes, I've worked with them before, but it doesn't mean that every time we'll be cast together in something or the other. But yes, me and Moni, we keep meeting and we keep talking. And, we definitely would love to do something together. Or even with Alisha or even with Sonarika, I don't have any issues. But it doesn't depend. I mean, it's not in my hands. It's a lot of people think, why don't you? Like a lot of fans ask, अरे यार आपने निया के साथ वीडियो कर लिया और इसके साथ के साथ कर लिया, आप मोनी के साथ क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? So I was like, listen, I'm not the one who's casting for them, and they all think it's in my hand. So it doesn't work like that. So I mean, when the time is right and when things have to happen, that's what
right.